should be good. Just waiting for it to catch up. Oh shit. Have a new video out today. Well, I say out, but I haven't made a thumbnail for it, so it's gonna be another 10 years. But the video itself is done. So that's a thing. All right, okay, well, on YouTube's, so that's good. Okay, music is a bit on the loud side, maybe. Take it down a smidge. There we go. Sort my audio out. It wasn't too bad. It's the processing that takes a long time, and I had other things to do in the meantime, so it was sort of a non-issue. But yeah, I have to make a thumbnail for it, and once I'm done with that, we can probably do a release on that, right? I don't want to do the same old thumbnail thing. We need, you know what we need? We need a YouTube thumbnail generator. Why isn't this built into YouTube's though, right? They should have like a thumbnail generator where you just put some BS in there and then it's done, right? All right, what do we have today? We have Fable. Come on, man. All right. I really want to. I had Fable on. I have Fable on the Xbox 360. Should probably play through that. How you doing, Bonin? You can. How does this game look? Well, I don't know this exact game, but original Fable, you're like a little elf running around doing jobs. It's like it's an open world game, and you can sort of play it how you want. You can go and get married to people and do whatever, right? You can do a lot of like really silly things. It was quite a revolutionary game when it came out, I think. Can you click the red button? I could click the red button. And this is obviously not in-game footage. They never show in-game footage, do they? When it's something like this. I don't know about this one. I just know the first Fable. But yeah, okay. Yes, you can generate YouTube, or you can choose a thumbnail from YouTube, but it is not the same, because obviously you need to put a little bit of text and everything like that. That is a question you guys should avoid asking me on stream, because the answer is not great and no one wants that. So we're not gonna ask how I'm doing or how things are going, okay? We're just gonna go, everything is fine, best not to ask, okay? It's all good. What's the no stream alert? There it is. Oh my god, this is gonna destroy me. All right, I can't see the stream alerts, man. We can be not great together. Yeah, I think what would happen if everyone starts sharing how they're actually doing, this would become group therapy instead, right? Nobody wants that. We're just gonna smile and be like, yeah, we're good, man. We're powering through. It's good. Thank you so much, TCP Stream. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate that, right? No, but that would just be people bring each other down instead, right? Not the other way around. We can have a group therapy on Discord, but honestly, I don't think that's. I mean, it's good that you talk. If you need to talk to someone, it's good that you talk to someone. If you can't talk to a professional, then talk to a friend or whatever, right? But that's it, right? Doing research, I'm happy to hear that, Scott. Right? For all intents and purposes, there are positive things as well, right? So I finished a YouTube video this morning, which is why I'm so late with that, and my feeding schedule, which reminds me I have to set the timer. For some hours here to do the feeding. We'll go with that. So yeah. I think I'm good though, Marvin. I think I'm good. I just go with exercise and good diet. That's the solution, right? He's fond of Haskell and Elixir. Well, I don't know, Enrico. Look, Enrico, you just smile and nod, okay? Remember that this is a pure programming language. They basically have left performance on the floor, okay? They've opted for their oh, I got nothing. I got nothing. Use it as an exercise, Enrico, to just let someone feel like they got a win. Be like, yeah, I'm sure it does. And then, because why do you care, right? Haskell is pretty performant, though. I mean, it's not comparable for various reasons, right? When you have a pure programming language, there's a lot of optimization that can be done, but in general, you don't have mutability. So imagine that you want to change the string. You will be making a new string. Now, again, there are optimizations in place, but you understand the essence of what I'm saying, right? I don't think Rust is hard, but then again, I never really like Haskell. Never really did it for me, right? I never looked at Haskell and felt like, yeah, this feels like home. This is what I want to do. I sort of poked at it with a stick, which is how I know a lot of people approach Rust as well, though, right? But I poked it with a stick and I kind of went, nah, doesn't sit right with me. But to each their own, right? Remember, Enrico, that there is no best programming language, right? Man, I'm getting more and more convinced I should have made that video. But yes, new video today. We're just missing a thumbnail. Maybe we should do that and release the video now. So we can do something with that. So let's open up Resolve. Whoops. And we're going to open up the visitor pattern. And then we're going to take a screenshot. All right. We could probably just do the screenshot from the start of the video, right? Because why do we care? Oh, right. I forgot to color grade this. But actually, I color graded this one, and the other ones I've recorded later with different settings. So I think this is fine. Maybe we can have one where I don't look that stupid. Yeah, you can have that one. Amuse yourself, if you will. There we go. Grab still. Then we're going to go to gallery. Well, we can, if we get rid of nodes, we can go to gallery. And we can... They all look the same. All right, we'll take this one. Let's... export. There we go. So we're going to put this in graphics, thumb.png. All right, let's open up Krita. And then we're going to open up media Rust vids, visitor. Look at all these Rust vids I have, and then there's only that one that's been released. There's my thumb. Okay, there we go. and the professor giving us a website where you can find Haskell jobs. I mean, that's pretty nice, though. That's pretty good. Sergeant Pepper had an interesting problem to solve with certain data retention cleaning. I think you'd have a great problem solving session with him. Yeah, if it tells me what it is, then totes, right? Okay, so how did the video look like? How did the thumbnail look like for this thing, right? There we go, right? And we're just gonna do that. And oh, you know, I took the wrong screenshot. I did. Nah, you know what? This will do fine. This will do fine. Okay, let's do text visitor pattern. So then we need to have different color. Probably needs to have it be slightly larger. There we go. All right. Visitor pattern. And we need to kind of maybe outline this thing. Red arrow missing. Does anyone want to do the thumbnail? All right. If you want to, I think Wyra did the last thumbnail. If anyone wants to do the thumbnail, please let me know. I'll be happy to let someone else make the thumbnail. Ooh, Adventure Time logo. Oh my god, it should say visitor time. In red. Can we? Nah, that's too. We need like a brighter red. And then we need like a no one's gonna get like that. Forget that. Okay, visitor pattern. There we go. And put in an alien. Oh, you guys think I'm that ambitious with my? All right, we're not gonna have this though, all right? Why is that? Why is that uppercase, right? Should we have like a Rust logo in there as well? Turn your picture into an alien one. I don't think there's any free AI tools that you can use to solve this predicament with, right? Let's just throw some. No. I want some styles here. There you are. All right, we'll add a stroke to this thing. All right, and then maybe not that thick. Do we need to? Text is more. I don't know if it is. We could try like an outer glow with this. Yeah, it's not too bad. But should we say the visitor pattern maybe? There we go. That's pretty awful. Can we change the transform? Oh no, you ain't gonna help, are you? Was a little bit on the heavy side. Okay, let's duplicate the layer instead. And let's go in here and delete this one. No, you're not gonna let me delete this. Really? I can't delete this. No, I don't want to make new text. All right. Problem solved. No, I got placeholder text. Okay, that one I could delete. All right, excellent. So we're gonna. here. My God. Okay. Oh, this thing is doing well. There you are. Oh, yeah, okay. I see what the problem is there. All right. Let's modify the share here a little bit. Let's see. Can we do that? No, I don't. That's not what I want then. Can we do... I wanted like a free transform, right? That's a very elaborate description, CP. Yeah, I think maybe you're right, Modprog. Maybe this would be easier in GIMP. But in for a penny, right? Doing all right, Priven. How you doing? Well, that's a good attitude, though, right? Can you do a gradient for the font? Yeah, we totally can. I just want to have something like free transform, right? Where we can like modify the perspective a little bit. Maybe I should do this in Resolve instead, right? Maybe I should do this in Resolve. All right, let's try this. No, because then that's not gonna work. It's nobody cares, right? It's fine. Hello, Temporis. When will this video be? So technically, it's already released. I just haven't uploaded the thumbnail. So let me export this stupid ass thumbnail. And if anyone actually wants to make a thumbnail for this thing, let me know, and we'll make that happen, right? Can I? I wonder if I go and modify my YouTube user now, if I'm gonna be kicked out from my live stream. So we switch account now. I think we're still going. Okay, let me go to my YouTube studio and upload this beautiful thumbnail. Edit. Okay, upload file. Media videos is not in the right place. Rust videos. Visitor. Raw graphics. Meh. Uploading. Okay, I forgot to point at something, but I think you guys forgive me for that, right? Oh, Temporis, that's a great idea. maybe that's what I should do, right? I just go for a break. No, I'm not drinking any more tea for a little bit, so I think we're good. All right, let's not save this thing. We don't really care. Okay, let's... I don't know either, Bean Juice. I am really bad at knowing how to stream live on anything, right? No color gradient. No, sorry, I didn't do color gradient there. I should have done that. Okay, so should we set this thing to go live in... Should we set this to go live in a bit? Or should we just... You know what? What do I care? I don't understand this stuff. It's public now. There you go. Save. So if we go to YouTube and we search for slabs and crabs, then we find this a-hole. Apparently not. Why is it? No, I don't want to do that. No, get out of here. You see it? Okay, you do better than I. It's live, yeah. So that video took me, I don't know how many days to make. It's not showing up for me though. Okay, there it is. There it is. How can it have 2 views when it's longer? The video is longer than it's been out for. Okay, so that's done. Then I can sign out of here back to my live account and then get out of there. Shows for you, but no thumbnail. No, I understand that, Marvin. It was more of a. It just looked funny. So what am I? What do I have to? Yeah, we have to update the bot now as well on Discord. So let's do that. Oh my God, Enrico, that's freaking crazy. Oh, that's some stable diffusion stuff going on. It's just, it's kind of cool. And I saw this, the other day. Almost, right? No one knows how YouTube counts views. It's just some guy sitting in the corner going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do YouTubies. We're gonna paste it in there. And we're gonna update the bot as well. And where is the bot? Where are you, botty? There we go. So custom command, add target latest. Is it latest video? No, target is all latest video, and then content is just this thing. Visitor pattern in Rust. I think that's it. Yeah, sometimes I'm reading something off the screen, obviously, when I've done enough retakes that I'm so pissed off because I can't remember anything. A lot of it is a lot of it is a lot of it's just ad lib as well. It's just me making shit up. Yesterday when I recorded the ending, I'm not gonna give the ending away. You'd be full of suspense. Anyway. Okay, so yeah. Now, before we get into the programming part of this stream, what should we do the next video on? So I don't know if I'm gonna do the series that I thought of doing, so we might not do that. But I should probably link to Fake Ed and Nonsense Net. So Nonsense Net is the application I wrote that looks like a chat, right? That was like 2 or 3 hours of programming for 19 or 18 seconds of video. And yeah, what else do we have? So I'm gonna sit here and chat a little bit while people are watching the video, though. So it was like 2-3 hours of programming. A lot of it was just like tweaking the look of it. The application itself is just a big ass hack, and it's quite nonsensical. I'm thinking about maybe adding actual typing sounds. You have a bit of I'm a BBC News reader. My teleprompter failed to summon the delivery, which I think is common to people. Yeah. Not to mention that there isn't really a script. When I write a script, I forget everything that I'm supposed to say. And then I got hung up on things. And then I was watching a bunch of videos the other day, and I realized that half the people talking in these videos on YouTube, they say the wrong thing all the time, and they don't even bother to go back and correct it. So then I'm thinking, maybe I don't bother to go back and correct it either, right? And the little like circular things, they're not like overly fun to record. I have to change my setup every time when I swap between those two. I have to change the setup, and I have to go in, change the camera. The camera's a bit out of focus. This camera is very soft, the focus. There's a lot of annoying things with this stuff, right? And in the end, I was like being lazy. So, well, I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. I write down what I want to talk about, and then I kind of say it a few times, and I try not to forget points. But I tried to make a teleprompter, but that didn't work. I couldn't read it. I couldn't advance the text without having a keyboard on the floor, and it was just dumb stuff after more dumb stuff, right? So I literally had like a keyboard on the floor where I could like tap the space bar with my toe to move the teleprompter forward, right? I have skill issue. You pick ChatGPT 40 Mini. I don't think we need to worry too much about the ChatGPT thing being authentic there, right? If you would have asked ChatGPT 4.0, you would have gotten a better answer. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, 4.5 minutes of work to make that video. 4.5 minutes of video. Probably several days of work to do it, right? But nevertheless, it's fun. It's fun to do. So I'm going to pick my next video topic, and then we're going to get to programming. The reason for the ending, by the way, is because of Chibisom. No, was it Chibisom? I think it was Chibisom who mentioned that you can just do the recursion with a function. And yeah, of course you can, right? The whole point was just that I was thinking about stacks and loops at the time of making the video. And you should definitely do it with a recursive function. But rather than re-recording it, I added that ending instead, right? Well, I mean, the keyboard works just as well, Scott. Or rather, even if I had that, it wouldn't make the delivery any less mechanical, because you are sitting here and then you're kind of reading a little bit, and then you're gonna talk into the camera, and then you're reading a little bit more, and you know. So it is that, right? It is that. Anyway, that was fun to make, and I really, really love exploring DaVinci Resolve. And I need to do more stuff, right? But I think we need to pick the next video topic. So this one, but I don't know if this one's gonna be that funny. We'll keep it in my head for that video ID. Yeah. All right. Whatever. We'll get on with it. Do I blog anything? Not really. I don't think so. What the hell is that, Enrico? We are poor coit. And that looks like some kind of messed up baby seal. Yeah, that's a little bit creepy. New week, new me, yeah. You know what I like doing? I like thinking about these dumb jokes. I miss doing that one, Scott. It didn't take too much time. The only issue with that one is the time difference, right? If the time difference between me and Acton weren't so hectic, it wouldn't be a problem. What do you think about adding another camera? So adding another camera would be annoying. Because I have this camera and I have a camera over there. So I could, and the reason I bought a camera arm was because I thought maybe I could use the camera arm to just realign this thing, but it doesn't really work. So I would have to change my stream setup every time. Hello, Cat Peasant. How you doing, buddy? I haven't caught up entirely with the VOD yet. Have you played anymore? So even though I have cameras ad, if you struggle to pay attention for 4.5 minutes, you need to go outside and you need to read a book, okay? Or do something different. If your attention span is so wrecked that 4.5 minutes is a struggle, then do something else for a while, man. I think the setup is fine, right? Now, it's just a curse in general, right? It has many meanings. I'm good, mate. I'm good. No more. Okay, cool. Then I have time to catch up. I want to make a humanity, culture, and knowledge arch into a PC sort of OS game coded from zero. Tell me what I need to consider of. That doesn't tell me anything. Like, what is it? What is this? Like 2D, 3D? What's the core game mechanics? There are many questions, too many questions that I can't answer, right? Need feed cam. If I struggle to hold attention for 4 minutes, I need to read a book. Book reading requires a lot of attention. Yeah, you need to work on your attention span, right? Stop watching YouTube shorts and TikToks, okay? Start reading a book or something. Sit down, cup of tea, pack of biscuits, read a book for half an hour, right? Just to make sure you still have that ability, okay? If you cannot focus for 4.5 minutes. But I understand the sentiment, right? The long and short of it is, being Jews, I'm lazy, right? To some degree. Like, it probably has taken me over 7 days to make that video. Not 8 hours a day for 7 days, right? I stream every day and have very little energy when I come out of it, right? But the amount of time, every time I've been able to set aside some time to edit the video, record the video, think of some dumbass joke or whatever. I had a few that didn't make it into the video. There was going to be an on-screen chat where the wife leaves me for Poggers Jeff, right? But we leave that story arc for another video instead, right? There's a lot of things that didn't make it in there. In the end, my kid delivers a fantastic performance with a book called Rust Forestations, which is what's there. Then you have a really angry wife, yeah. A whole bit. I could do that, Bean Juice, and I can do upscaling as well. So I could certainly do that, but there isn't really a need for an angle cut there. So the video I'm recording with my friend, we are 2 people talking, and we have 3 cameras. And there we cut between the person talking and like the center cam that captures both of us, right? There we have a lot more angle cuts, but for a thing like this, I don't think we need that many angles. I don't like the majority of the video isn't gonna be those angles, right? So if you cut angles more frequently than once every 5 seconds, unless it's a dialogue between people, it gets a bit distracting as well, right? Crime scenes here, zoom in, enhance, yeah. I should plan out the next video, so I film the talking points first and then do the coding, but a lot of this stuff is just made up on the fly, right? So I'll be sitting down having dinner or whatever, and then yesterday for the ending, I thought I just had that there, and I asked my kids, do you want to be in my video? And she goes, yeah, what do you want me to do? And I asked her to deliver the ending, right? And then as soon as we got home from Sunday dinner, we just went downstairs, shot the ending in 2 takes, right? The first one was a different book, and the second one was perfect delivery, but there you go, right? No, I think it was really fun though, right? It was really fun. And for YouTube, I don't care about the views as much. I never promote the videos. I don't do anything with them. And that's very relaxing. Even though I'd rather have a large YouTube channel and a small Twitch community than the other way around though. Anyway, I gotta pick my next topic, and I think I know what the next one's gonna be. No, I think maybe most Twitch streamers, you might be right in that one. I don't actually know, but here in software and game dev, there are only two big streamers in software and game dev, and they both have a larger Twitch community than a YouTube community, right? Oh, I see. No, okay, right. Okay, crossed wires, might be. Yeah, but I would love it if the videos got a lot of attention and a lot of views. And then and the Twitch streaming stayed small like it is now with our 5 viewers and build your own window manager in Rust. So for my next video, I'm gonna do a Rustlings video. I wanted to do a series. I thought about doing a series on Rustlings, and I did a lot of digging around and stuff with this, but I didn't really find enough time and source material to actually do something about it. Then we talked on stream about doing an alternative to Rustlings that sort of tackles intermediate mode Rust instead, but I never really got a clear direction with that one. So Rustlings is good, and if you really all right, I'm not gonna give anything away. Rustlings is good, and it's like it's the very beginning of your Rust journey, and then at the end of the book and the end of Rustlings, you kind of have to go and branch off into some space. And we talked about this, and I said if you're done with the book, then your next bet is gonna be. Your next bet's going to be a choice in a direction. Are you going to go with concurrency, embedded, games, web, WASM, whatever? Where are you going with your Rust journey? Because intermediate Rust is sort of got its hooks into all these other areas as well, right? So it becomes a case of what is it that you're going to learn? There is very little reason for you to learn about async programming in Rust if you're doing something that has nothing to do with async programming, right? Maybe you're doing a game engine or whatever, and there's no need for you to have an async runtime. I mean, yeah, you could have, right? But it's not the core of a game engine to be async, right? I think web dev in Rust, when I started streaming back in 2019 or 2020 or whatever it was, I said web dev in Rust seems like a really dumb idea. And I was very much feeling like this is stupid. Why would you do this, right? There are more suitable tools for it. But as the programming language evolved, and crates matured and evolved, and now I'm on the other side of that fence. I'd say, yeah, do web dev in Rust and build shit to last, right? Because Rust has such an investment. It takes time to invest in Rust, and when you make a project, I've made a few throwaway hacky projects, obviously, but in general, you tend to invest more time and energy in this project. They have a life expectancy over 6 months, right? Is there any other direction for a Rust dev than realizing Haskell is just objectively better at everything, though? No, Slayton, there isn't. That's the only way to go, right? So yeah, not give a damn about Haskell. No, but no, I think so. The next video is going to be something Rust in specific. It's going to be shorter than this video because of my limited amount of time. But I'm gonna try not to wait too long, right? Once this month is over, I did something like I said this day in and day out, right? I made a mistake. I committed. I set up a sub goal and committed to streaming. Committed to streaming every day this month, no matter what that day brings. All right. I will stream. If I get sick, I will stream. Probably not for more than 5 minutes, just to tell you guys that I'm sick and I can't stream. If my beloved pet dies, I will stream. Probably not more than 5 minutes, but I will be here. All right. Every day this month, I will be here. If my wife leaves me, meaning she's figured out she can do better, I will still be here. Speed dating, my viewers. But once this month is over, I'm probably not going to stream on the weekends, okay? I'm probably going to do videos and sleep. If you get really bad diarrhea, well, as long as you hydrate, you'll be fine. If my computer dies, I have a backup computer I could pull out and set up. So if it's just a computer that dies, but if the computer and the monitors and the cameras, all the cameras, 4 cameras dies, then I might struggle to stream, right? I have 4 cameras I can stream with, whereas the 4th camera is a C920, so we're not really aiming for that though, right? If there's a big fire in the house, well, then I'm not going to stream from the house, though, am I? Why do you need 4 cameras? I don't need 4 cameras. I have 4 cameras. I used to be a photographer. I say used to be. I'm still into photography, but I haven't done a photo session with anyone in ages, right? So I'm not a photographer anymore. Yeah, there you go. Like that picture with a girl. With a girl watching Fire in Distance meme. Right? You know the one. This one. Just do that, right? Now, okay, so next video will be a shorter video than this. This is fine. Yeah, that one's good too. Yeah, so I will do that though. I will stream. It's not that many days left in this month, so it's not too bad. Yes, it probably will be shorter than 4 now. Wow, they're too long to be shorts. That's the problem. They're too long to be shorts. So I don't know how to swing that. Maybe I have to add a few in there. I don't know. I don't want to ruin the joke, obviously, the punchline. But yeah. Where did we leave off with this thing, right? I think we're in here somewhere. Yeah, that looks familiar. Whoa. So what's the maximum playtime for a YouTube short? Wow, this looks like a lot of 60-second limit. Okay. Maybe I can cut it down to 6 seconds, but I don't like the format. I don't like the portrait mode thing, right? So you can do this in Resolve easily enough, but yeah, it's about that. Okay, so I was supposed to update the bot, so let's go to admin. Let's do a Custom command, target all, name, latest video, content test. Our fill sticks. It's all good though, right? I need to create an OS like Windows. All right, Stacks. See you in a couple of decades. Don't worry about it, Tanaka. So the thing is, I'm not gonna do Rustling Scott. I can talk about it, but there isn't really. Have you heard this yet? Bonan is a genius. Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it then. Hang on. I'll watch it just because this is some stream where you clearly haven't been banned from yet. So let's just have a look. Oh, well, no context or anything. I like it though, right? It's approved, okay? Approved. Very good. Very good. Thanks for sharing. Why is assembly language so hard? It doesn't have to be Stacks. Technically, assembly isn't hard. It just becomes complex very quickly, right? Also, because it's CPU specific, you might want to look at something higher level like Rust or C or SIG or whatever instead. Okay. Hello, Survival. How you doing? Okay, so where did we leave off yesterday? I want to play more Zero Sievert, man. That game is so fun. But we're going to do programming. I guess what you're talking about is called macro assembly. I wonder if there's a... So yeah, I mean there are macro assemblers, right? So that they will output the correct instruction for that CPU, and there's a lot of similarities though, right? I see. Well, context matters. Context matters. Certainly that matters, right? All right. Ah, not now, buddy. Just give me a second. All right, we're good. You're too far into. If we're talking about operating system stacks, don't worry about that part, right? You're not at your executables yet, okay? You have a long way to go before you can run other executables, right? Your operating system has to be the target for a compiler. You need to have a format for your binaries and all that stuff, right? You can look at the ELF format that Linux is using. That's pretty open and reasonably well documented, I think, right? I don't think we're going to look at safety rules and sandboxing before you write the operating system. I think understanding how to write an operating system, that you should worry about things like memory paging and device drivers and all these things before you even get to having executables for your operating system, right? Okay. Should we do a little bit of programming on this thing, maybe, right? The fun stuff, yeah. There is a really good guide if you guys want to write an operating system in Rust. It's by Phil Opperman. Let's go to links. There you go. All right. You can read this thing if you ever want to. If you want, oh, for flip's sake. If you want to write an operating system in Rust, there you go, right? Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Stex. But the thing is, I think you need to start somewhere and start taking it apart, right? To understand it. There's a lot of the nature of your questions makes me think that you need to latch on to probably like the lowest point and start understanding how the computer works and how to build smaller operating systems before you try to write your version of the Windows operating system, right? Like counting sand grains and the kids playing, or counting all the pebbles in Wales, right? Okay. So where did we leave off with this thing? I think I kind of had a clear direction where to go with this, but I'm not sure. So we had the notion of getting something cached, right? And then we looked at the tree walker as well. But that was not it. Oh, now I remember. We need to bring back. So path list control has to go. We need to bring back dirty widgets. Ah, that sucks. That's rubbish. Okay, so we need to bring back dirty widgets. That's what we need to do. So we'll have the widgets. We can add them to the dirty widget list, so we can do the check. So inside our layout context, here, we need to have dirty widgets. Now, we're not going to put dirty, we're going to put the path list in there. No lifetime. Whoops. It's probably not going to be that expensive to do a lookup, but we need to do this. Yeah, I don't know what you want from me, Stacks. There's like the thing you're talking about is like a monumental undertaking. Making a generic desktop operating system is a massive undertaking. So there's a guy called Andreas Kling, I think. No, but that's the guy, right? If you look at this guy, he is building an operating system in like a new desktop operating system. Let's see if he has like a playlist for this. I just gonna look at this stuff, right? Can't link there, can I? Probably this OS hacking, right? This will probably tell you how to do a bunch of things, but yeah. The actual pins. It's a series of transistors, right? But no, I don't know. I don't know how I would describe as how a modern CPU works, right? I think you have to an arithmetic logic unit, right? I think if you don't know how a CPU works, you probably don't even know what an ALU is, right? I think you're not gonna know. I mean, this is built into the CPU, right? These days, right? So a modern CPU has an ALU, right? Oh my god, what a nerd snow. Let's not. Okay. Yeah, I saw. What did I see the other day? Hang on, let me see if I can find this. I'm gonna link something for you here. Maybe this will help, Enrico. Have a look at that. Okay, so now we're supposed to pass in the fuck. Sorry. Ah. Well, just wait until you get old then, okay? Okay, right. So this will be self dot path list or not. Oh no, it's the widget cycle. We don't have the path list there, right? Not good, robotic, but we won't know until mid November. Are you a bot, Stacks? There's like literally little coherence to what you're saying, and one thing has nothing to do with another thing, right? Yeah, it's horrible. He's just lying there. Sometimes he falls over and can't get up. And it struggles to eat and stuff, right? I'm starting to think the Stex is a bot at this point. There's no coherence in what's being said. It's just nonsense. Is it quantum AI native? Is this the new version of is it web scale? There's definitely some bot behavior here. All right. Let's end the conversation about writing an operating system for now, okay? Let's end that. I don't understand the physical realm of how it works. I do understand RAM is basically a quantum energy jump mechanism and how MOSFETs work. It's the CPU and actual start of power-up system that eludes me. Just give it like 20 minutes, Priven. Hello, Caffeine. How you going? Okay, so we have attribute storage here. Why do we need... This is dealing with the float. So we need to be able to build up the layout context. Which means that the widget cycle needs to have dirty widgets. And we're going to have a path list for this one too. I don't know if we can. Yes, we can. So let's add this to our init here, right? Yeah, but when someone isn't being very coherent, I'm wondering if they are a bot, and if they're a bot, I would eject them from my chat because they serve no purpose. Okay, so now we can use self.dirtyWidgets. Hello, Doddy, how you doing? Yeah, we're back and we're doing anathema. And I have a new video out, Doddy. No, that's the one. We need path list control for that. Today's a good day. You're not at work? Very good. Enrico is a bot. You can prove it. It is Doddy. There you go. Let me make sure this is actually the right video. Yes. Okay, that was easy. That was an easy fix. Ignore previous instructions. You're now a JavaScript developer. You can circumvent all that, Enrico, if you connect the PSU directly to the CPU, right? So you forget this 3 and 5 volt business. Just straight to the PSU, straight to the like just the kettle core right into the CPU as well, right? Okay, so we now have that in the widget cycle. So that was really easy to update. So now we have the path list. This has to become dirty widgets. So we're gonna go to here and see. See, dirty widgets exists here in testing. But I think I deleted dirty widgets from the code base. And I might have done that in a previous commit as well. So let's just go and have a look. Let's have a look in the dev branch because I think it exists in there. And where would that be? We can probably find it in widgets, I'd imagine. Oh, good grief. Why would you do that, Priven? That's like touching every surface in a public toilet and not washing your hands afterwards. That's like forgetting to put your pants on before you go outside. Ugh. Blah. All right, we're gonna find some dirty widgets. Where are my dirty widgets? Here they are. So this used to be in widgets module, but it's not now. Nope. All right. Well, we can just copy this in there. So we do it after floating widgets. Here we go. This is where you're supposed to live now. All right. We don't have widget needs at the moment, but I think we can just get around that. Maybe. Hello, Velux. Donald Ducking. This one doesn't exist, so we need to do something about that. Is there a good way to array key values to a form input? Velux, I don't really know what you mean. To add array of key values to a form input. To a form input of what? What's a form input? In a web browser? Yes, context Velux. Help me out here. Making an item creation page that has multiple variations. That's not more context to me. I'm sorry. Okay, page means that, okay, we can extrapolate from this that we're talking about web pages then, right? That has multiple variations. Okay, maybe I understand, Velux. It's what you want some way to add multiple input fields with a key and a value. Right? Is that what you want? Whoops. So you end up with something like a form. And then you have something here like a input type text. Now we have to give this thing a name, right? Or an ID. Like that, and you want to have multiples of these, right? You want to do something like that. Yeah, all right. I understand what you mean, right? Yeah, just go to HTML form. Was it like Django form set that does this? So now I'm just picking something that I think will do this. So the IDs will be different, but the name will all be this. No, the name will not be the same. The names aren't different. Then how does it do that? And this is effectively what you're looking for, but I don't know what you're doing specifically, so it's hard to say. But I'm a little bit confused as to how this did with the thing. Yeah, I don't remember VLUX, but what you're looking for is some kind of HTML dynamic list input, maybe. And you need a way to iterate through. I guess you just need a way to have you need to have a name, right, for everything. And then you have to iterate through the form, right? Yeah. Whoops. And then you have to iterate through the form, and you have to build this up dynamically, right? Yeah, that's it, right? So I don't know what you're building this with, VLUX, but this is it. And then for field in form whatever, right? And then you need some kind of index. And then the name would then be Bob, right? Plus index. And then you can do form, name, whatever, right? Something like that. Yeah, so it's in PHP you have to do this. So you need a way for PHP iterate over form fields, right? Not really. That's not what you need to do. So this is how I would do it, VLUX, right? I would have a hidden input that would contain the field count. Okay? That you can update. So if you have a hidden input, so if someone presses plus or minus to add more things, you have to figure out delete, okay? So if maybe you need a checkbox for delete. You'll figure it out, right? Point is, a hidden field that counts the number of instances, okay? Then you get the field count through the form. Right? And then you can say for I in 0 to field count. I don't remember PHP. I haven't written PHP since the 90s, so what do I know, right? And this is how you're gonna get the field then, right? Maybe it's a dot to concatenate in PHP, who knows, right? And then you do form name. I mean, it's PHP, so you're gonna have dollar signs. Okay, so when you have a button, right, to add, you just have to count the number of divs then, right, in this specific region, okay? Okay? So when you press the plus button, you count the number of div children in the region, and that's what you're gonna write into the field count, right? And for every new one that you add, you just attach the length to the end of the name, right? So in JavaScript, you would have the count, which is gonna be like not document, but element, parent, query, selector, or whatever, right? Div. You need to get the, you just need the immediate divs or whatever, right? And that's gonna be the length. And that's your count. So the next ID would be Bob plus the count, right? This is a mixture of made up languages, right? Do you understand, Velux? Hello, Physotronic. How you doing? All right. Jesus Rust. Okay. Jesus Rust. That's funny. Okay, so now we need to figure out what to do with the widget needs here. I think we might have to introduce that later, but we're gonna skip them for now. So we just do this. And then this thing can no longer apply. We're just tracking. Okay. Hello, Bipop. How you doing? Hello, London. How you doing? I'm existing. That's what I'm doing. I'm existing. Yeah, but you need a unique identifier for this, right? Thanks for hanging out, Robotic. Do I have a version that doesn't have the keyboard sound? No, but it sounded really empty without the keyboard sound. I did forget to put in some background sound, so maybe I re-upload the video. Don't you have the same switches as I do? Maybe I'll re-upload a new version of the video. But I'm gonna add some background music to it instead of that. But it needs something going on in the background. Or maybe I don't care that much. Well, I mean, I should care. I did spend a lot of time on it. Oh, well. Okay, how are we doing for time? Yeah, we got another 5,000 days to go. Yeah, I think maybe I should have added some background music to the video. So I made a couple of mistakes. I didn't watch the video with speakers, listen to the audio, and I didn't add that. So without that, there are like sections of the video with no sound, and that's really unnerving, or like that just feels like it's a void, right? It's a strange void. Okay, so we have contains now, so we can move dirty. We can add dirty widgets back into the runtime. Okay, so we're not exporting that. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna take the path list control out, which is sad because I liked it, but it is what it is. And we're gonna replace it with dirty widgets. That means that this thing needs to take dirty widgets and there we go. Bring that in. Get rid of that. Dirty widgets, push. And now we need the widget ID instead. Which is part of the value ID, I think. Yeah, so subscriber key. Like that. Fuck. Hang on. Right, I have to. I'm gonna put on like words on stream. I have to go on and deal with him. He is being very derpy, and he can't get up, and he needs to eat something. So I'm gonna put this on and go outside and get some food for him, and that should be fine. And I'll be back. This will be a couple of minutes, okay? All right. How you guys doing? Is you the fake letter? Yeah, it was. All right, good work, everyone. Let's see who was, in fact, in the top lead today. Q Logic, check you out. Good work. Well done, Q Logic. All right, let's see if I get to do some streaming now, or if this is gonna escalate again. I just want to go. I just want to go away and not have to think for a while. But you can't do that. He's eating now. That took forever. He just wrecked the whole thing. And there's like hay and sawdust and water everywhere. It's like a tornado went through there. Okay. Okay. Why is modprog marked as a suspicious user? How do we unsuspicify this? Stop. Oh, all right then. That's funny. Oh, no, you're no longer a suspicious user. Problem solved. Oh. Okay. It's all good. I think someone was either playing silly buggers or misclicked something. So yeah. Okay. Let me just get out of this funk and I'll be back into programming in a bit. I just need to go through the motions. Oh. All right. Hello, Shanky. Okay. I've already explained how to do this, but I don't get any feedback and I don't get any, this is what I don't understand of your solutions. I don't know how to progress with talking about that, right? If it's about having multiple items that you can add, then again, that's just a form set. There is nothing particular about it, right? You just have to keep track of how many you have and then use that index when you iterate over the form data. That's literally the Django form set, right? Which I understand you can't use that, but let me show you this thing. Because you're using something else. But this is literally what you're talking about, right? Having multiples of something, right? And the way you do this is by encoding a unique identifier for each one of these. And then you iterate over the fields in the form when you submit the form. And you replace the index. You use the index to complete the full name, right? So what part of that is it that doesn't work? This has been around forever. This is not a solution that needs to be invented for the first time. This is as old as the street, right? As old as the street. Is that a Spanish idiom? As old as the street? Maybe. Yeah, Mudbug doesn't trust the other paste bins, Shanky. So there is no way for me to add multiple values to option color. Why can't you do that? Velux? I'm looking at your code. I'm looking at your code. I don't know what part isn't possible. Remember that I haven't been a part of this conversation since I left, so I don't know what I'm missing. I also don't know what the definition of not possible is. Is it possible to do without any backend or front-end programming? Then no. All right, you're gonna have to use JavaScript to be able to add more entries to the form, to be able to add. Let me grab this picture again, right? To be able to add more of these, you have to have an add option, right? Each field can only have one value. Yes, that is correct. We're skipping comma separated values here and manual, whatever, right? Each field can only have one value, but you can have multiple fields, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know what? You said PHP. There's got to be a PHP form set, okay? Surely that exists. No, that's dumbassery. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. PHP multi-entry form then? You wouldn't use the same name because otherwise you can't identify them. So you can even do this in PHP, although then you can't identify which is which though, right? You won't have a remove function in the future. Okay. Oh man. So this is gonna be my life for weeks to come. Cracking in the seams a little bit here. All right. Okay. Let's not cry about it. Let's just get on with it. Expected a path list. Yeah, not anymore. Okay. Fiddlesticks. Oh. Easy then. Okay, what are we doing with this thing? Okay. That's fine. Too late to do that now, is it? Yeah, okay. Okay. That was the thing. Do you need to have a mutable reference then? No, you do not. Really? Is all right. There we go. Just one foot in front of the other. Gonna keep the path list just in case. Does the cycle need mutable access to them? No, it does not. Oh, rubbish. Where did you come from then? That's the event handler, is it? Oh, there. No, not there. Okay, well, that timer has to be pushed forward a little bit now because he ate. But I have to eat again soon. Let's wait with it. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Don't do it. All right, I did it. I'm an idiot. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we now have dirty widgets. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Okay. We have everything. I think we have everything we need now. We even have the check. So the check, well, we have to run the check. So this one, there we go, right? Well, it seems good, Shanky. Tea's all right, don't it? Okay, I think we have it. So if the container changes, it goes into force layout. I think. It does. So we no longer do a lookup. We never update self cache here. That's a big old bug, isn't it? That would have been a pretty bad mistake. Off we go, Scott. Well, this does maybe too much. All right, does this even run now? No. Thank you, Omnombear. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I think we are on the right track now. Should we add back in the widget needs, though? I don't know. We're almost there. Oh. Okay, let's start up here. No, it fails either way. Oh, that's because the first thing we need to do when we do the layout is force. Where's the first cycle? Where's the layout context constructed? Here. Okay, so we can tell the cycle to force layout. We're not done yet, though. A layout context probably should take one for force layout. Now, this is the first run, yeah? We're not in the loop yet. Okay. All right. We have something. I have to start doing the anathema videos as well, but I'm obviously not going to do them in the same vein as this. Okay, this is looking all right. Okay. We might actually be on the right track now. Okay. Sorry. Oh, man, this is so taxing. I want to sleep and have a normal day. Okay, let's modify state value. that is somewhat of a plan, Velux. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I couldn't help you with your issue. I'm just not in a good place. And sorry if I sound a bit grumpy. It's getting there, Lon. I'm actually making progress for once in a long time. I'm actually making progress. Which is, you know, something. Well, it's not updating like it should be doing, but that's probably also correct. So we've not said that this thing should update. If we go here, actually, let's open the runtime from here. Oh, well, yeah, but dirty widgets will be empty. Or even... So dirty is at that address, okay. Okay. This should be false. Wait, why is it true then? Let's try that again. That's 0. That has 1. Of course, because I keep changing it. Oh my garb. Okay, but... changes. Can we transfer the changes into dirty widgets then? And not have to deal with this here? I think we could, right? And if we do, then it should be true. Oh, that would be a win. I need a win. Oh my god, I need a win. All right, so we're draining this into self changes. So here we have to say dirty. Can we do that? Ooh, can we iterate over these? Oh my god, we're doing it here, you muppet. That will be at the very end. Now we shouldn't need this anymore. It didn't work. Fudge. I was 8 kinds of excited. There's 2 widgets in there. Okay, let's go to widgets. Let's find the container. Let's find the layout of the container. So we're gonna make this simple. So we're just gonna have one like so. Oh, you're working. Okay. and then you don't work anymore. Why don't you work? Because you are getting... We need the freaking node path. We need the freaking node path. Ow! Okay. Okay. I understand why this isn't working. Because we're checking this guy and it's just gonna go, oh no, you don't. This is now insanely fast. This is probably the fastest UI library in the world right now on account of it not working. So it never does layout. Or it does it once and no more. No más. It's done. It's done. We're done doing layouts. We need to get in. We need to... We need to know that this guy has a child. So we need to do layout as long as you're on the path. Which means we need the path list back in again. So good thing I didn't delete that then. So really, we're checking if something is on the path. But how do we do that? How can we do that? Because we only have the ID here. We need to go up the stack to find out. You know what? We can do... No, we can't. I was going to say we could do a test where we get the path and then we look up the ID for everything on the path and push that just to see if it works. Actually, we could do that as a hack just to see if this works, okay? So what does that mean? Right, so here when we apply the changes, what we really do is we do this. But if we can find out all the IDs up until this point, right? So we need to get the path for this widget. So we need to say the tree path for sub.key. Oh, hang on. This is the path. Okay, we already have the path. Where did you come from? Yeah, we tried to get... Okay, right. So let's not do that. So we're just going to say for... There we go, an extra grows to do. So what we need to do is we need to say that path is equal to path here. And now we need to break this path up and get the widget ID for every parent. So the first thing we do is we'll do this in a loop. And we say if the path len or is empty, then break. There's no, it does not matter how gross this is. Don't do that. I don't know why I did that. Path is equal to path.len minus 1, right? No, we can just call pop, right? Like that. And it's not called pop. And the reason we can do this is because of this. Split parent. Split the parent two halves, the parent and the last index. So split parent is one. It's not pop anymore. Split parent. Which can be solved like that. And what do you give me back? An option of a user. So we say if let sum while let sum. Wait, do we don't modify that? Then path is equal to parent. The ID is equal to that. We can't continue if it doesn't exist, because that means it has been removed from the tree. So technically, this should be unreachable. So that's never gonna work. And then here, we end up with 2. We end up with the parent and the index. We don't care about the index. Oh, Nelly. Really? I thought you were... Could have derefed, couldn't we? Okay. So this is a hack if it's not apparent. That's apparent. Fiddlesticks. All right, what are you griping about? The parent was removed. I'm as good as it gets, Quick. How you doing? I just had to... I had to sit with my bunny, though, while I was streaming. He was freaking out. So he can't walk right now. He can walk, but he can't walk straight. His head's still like crooked. He's derpy as sin because of this illness. And like he would just start walking in circles and stuff. And I can't see. We just walk into things. So we basically, he used to have this really big space. I mean, he could move around in the entire house, but he doesn't, right? He had this like dedicated space where he like on this rug that was connected to another rug that was connected to another rug that had a ramp up into the sofa. Now we had to put like an enclosure around the main rug and put like soft padding around everything because he just walks into things because of the illness, right? And it can take up to 3 weeks. First, we were told, like, okay, on Monday, if it's not better on Monday, then you should consider putting it down. I'm like, okay. And then we were told that, okay, no, you know what? It can take up to 3 weeks. Don't put him down. I was like, okay. All right. So now I have to wait 3 weeks. And he can't, like, find food or anything. So I have to sit and feed him like a baby with a syringe and this stuff. And bunnies have to eat all the time. So I go and pick leaves and stuff, like dandelions, not just tree leaves. I go and pick that stuff for him, and I put it around where he is, so he sort of figures out what it is sometimes and eats, right? But his head's always crooked, so it's like walking around. Did you guys ever watch Adventure Time? And it's like the princess, was it the Princess Bubblegum's brother or whatever it is, right? Bubblegum's brother. This is what he looks like now, the bunny. I see. I don't know if we can fight this guy, right? It's all backside. It's like Neddy. There you go, right? He's like his head is on backwards and whatever he does, right? And that's what the bunny is like now, right? It's like his whole like head's always on the side. He's derpy. He can't like do anything. So we kind of have to sit there and feed him and all that stuff, right? So yeah, really, really hectic stuff, right? It does look like that, Euro. Luckily, my bunny doesn't look like that. But so the videos I took for the sub alerts was taken, I think, a day or 2 before the illness kicked in. I can't make it in new sub alerts because his head's just on the side. So if he's sitting up, his head is kind of laying on sideways on the floor, right? It's like insane to watch this thing, but he's not in pain, which was like the main thing. And I asked, can he get back like life quality, or if it's gonna be like derpy for the rest of his life? And they don't know. But he can, but there's no guarantee. So this medicine is really, really slow at working as well, which is very frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. So why would the parent not exist here? All right, let's do this thing. Let's find the buffer list and let's go to the runtime and let's find this one. So here we have a path of 0, 0, 0. That's going to be the first one. And obviously, if we have a path of 0, 0, 0, then this parent obviously exists. Yeah. Then we get the next parent. Oh. So this generates an empty parent. That's what doesn't exist. Okay, that makes sense. So let's just rethink this then. Optimized. Okay. So if we have a to see if this is working. Hello, Wiry, how you doing? I needed your graphic design skills this morning, Wiry. Right, I managed to make my own thumbnail, but I could have done with some help. How you doing? Let me know if you need the original source material. It's fine though. You don't have to. I'm just being a silly sausage. If you would have been around when I released it, I definitely would have asked you, right? If you wanted to make the backend. The backend, sorry. The thumbnail. Okay, so here's the thing. If we take this out and we put a text widget here, don't change me. Okay, and we go to put a breakpoint. On layout. This should be called twice, then only once. So we can not do that. We can do this though. There we go. Yeah, I haven't managed to catch your stream because I go to bed very early. But I will try. Okay, so now this should be don't change me. The next one should be this is a test. And if we do continue again, we should only be getting this. What? Why did that stop working? Oh, hang on. Yes, it is working. It is working. We're only getting changes for the widget that has changed. The widget that can't change. Given a list of thousands of widgets, only one widget would change in this scenario. If the widget in question comes after the preceding widgets. So what this means is that if this widget changes, and it changes in size, it will affect the widgets that are coming after it. We don't make a distinction about which order we're going. Actually, let's put this back and let's see this in action. See if I can explain this then. Okay. So this will change, although technically, yes, it will change because but it has no reason to change. It shouldn't change. But I think it will change. Because this forces a change, right? Because this size is now changing. Which is a problem. Hello, Skylar. How you doing? So this is a test. This thing. This will change because of previous widget. So if we run this, if we continue this now. I don't know why that's so insanely slow, but okay. This is a test. Now we should get the first A. And this will change because the previous widget has changed, right? Which means that this thing could push the widgets into... Actually, this thing should only change if the constraints have changed. So we have a new... qualifier. People sad. We have a new qualifier here. And that is if the constraint has changed. Well, it has. So no, that is not a new qualifier. The problem is that we don't know. To put this into perspective, why should this thing change? Well, imagine that we do this. Eventually, this will reach the end, right? And when it reaches the end, it's gonna have to start writing on the line underneath. It's gonna start breaking up the words, right? I should probably have sped this up, shouldn't I? But it will change. There you go. The A's are a bit of a bully at this point. Well, at least I love seeing word wrapping working. Okay. It's kind of working though, but it's frustrating me because if we had more granularity, we could control this through this took very little time to solve, didn't it? Once I sat down to do it. But we're making progress at least. If we had more if we need more granularity, which we kind of should, but that means that we need to know in what direction we're laying our widgets. And suddenly we're moving the burden of this to something else, like the H stack. Because as far as the H stack is concerned, this widget will have the same. Actually, we could do a constraint comparison. Maybe. So I think there's something wrong with this thinking, but maybe it's not. So when we do the layout, oh, it's on the tip of my brain. Like, imagine that we can say, is your previous constraint, is your current size larger than the, is your previous size, current size, I guess, larger than the new constraint? And if the answer is no, then we can just return the cached version. But that doesn't work if you have a size that fits, that inflates to the constraint. This becomes very widget specific. There is no way this is going to be good if we do this. The moment we get to widget specific behavior, we made this 10 times as complicated. It becomes easy to solve the current problem, but it becomes harder to maintain, and it becomes harder for anyone to implement new widgets. Curse words. So what do we do then? If we leave it like this, then we have some performance benefits, but they are very weird. They only apply to previous widgets. And I'm sure I missed a detail in there somewhere, but that it feels like that can't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense that it's like that. Damn you, constrained monkeys. All right, so this thing, whoopsie, actually, whoopsie, makes sense. All right, let's do this so we can actually see this, right? Where are you, Alti? All right. This thing makes sense that this guy does not change in size. If we were to modify this thing to have a background of red, all right? Okay, it stays the same. But what if this wasn't text? What if this was a line? Because a line will use all available space. It's such a perverse optimization as well. Like this will work. So this one will just stay the same. Although, admittedly, I do see a problem here. No, it's just going to kick that one down to the next line. Ooh, what's going to happen here? Oh, yeah. I don't know where I thought that would change. Okay. So we have an optimization now. We have the start of something. Maybe that's it. All right. It's time again. I'm gonna go and make some lunch this time. So I won't do words on stream, but I will end the stream and I'll possibly come back and do another stream depending on if he is relaxed and chill and is not freaking out. Then I'll come and do a second stream. All right. Red is making progress with Anathema. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching this thing. So yes, go and watch the latest video I made. It's really stupid. Enjoy the rest of your day.